Should the replacement for Vision 2025 be a countywide tax, or should each city pass its own city tax for its own prioritized list of improvements? Let me go first.
All right. This is something I pretty passionately believe in, and that it should be a city level tax. Time and time again, we've seen things try and get passed through the county, and what's best for Jinx and Owasso and Bixby isn't always what's best for Tulsa, and vice versa. I think if we're going to build a great package to improve the city of Tulsa, we can do it on a scale by just relying on Tulsa voters. And the Tulsa voters, I believe, if the core services are being taken care of, if they feel like the city's being fiscally prudent, they will come and they will support a citywide sales tax or a citywide capital package. I think sometimes we run into some problems with other packages we try to push through, that the county areas or the surrounding areas just don't get the same turnout or the same support that we do here in the city of Tulsa.
I agree. It should be a city of Tulsa tax. That's not because I don't value and believe in collaboration between the city of Tulsa and the county. Quite the opposite. I think as the global economy changes and as things change around the United States, we've got to start looking at ourselves more regionally. In fact, more as a state. The competition that we've got with our suburban neighbors and even with Oklahoma City is actually going to be to our detriment. It's time to step back and start thinking bigger, which means strong collaboration with the counties. However, I believe if you want to build and develop the quality of life in a community that attracts and retains the kind of young talent that we need in order to advance in that age, that we've got to be able to move the needle as much as we can in the city of Tulsa. And if we believe philosophically that what happens in the city of Tulsa that's great is to the benefit of our surrounding neighbors, then we can get on board with that. And I think we can kind of control our own destiny when it comes to capital improvement initiatives. So that's not going to be a popular statement with the Chamber of Commerce and with some of our suburban neighbors, but we've got to focus on what really matters inside the city of Tulsa. And we've seen in our past countywide initiatives that you've got to give little kind of random things to the outlying communities to get them to jump on board. And so you're basically taking the peanut butter and spreading it really thin across the loaf of bread, the slice of bread, and it doesn't affect its flavor. Instead, I'd like to jam the spoon in the bottom of the peanut butter jar and scrape it all up and shove it in your mouth, so that you have something that's really impactful, that changes how we see our community. And I think it starts in District 4. It starts with the core and works its way out. And you focus on your city center and the rest of the city and even the outlying communities benefit. I will say that the mayor has said that he will not support any initiative that doesn't include funding for police and fire, meaning he's taking infrastructure and quality of life initiatives off of that ballot and focusing specifically on our police and fire department. You'll never have a vision, whatever, under Mayor Bartlett's plan. All that money will go to police and fire. You won't see any more improvements into the city.
We're still talking about the Vision 2025 tax.
Yeah, and do you want me to repeat the question?
Yes, please.
If I can find it. Okay. Just to put a little bit of context for those of you who may not think about this kind of stuff all the time. The Vision 2025 is a county tax package, and it's up for renewal in, I believe, 2016. Is that, am I right about that? We'll vote on it in 2016 to be renewed. And so the question is should the replacement, in other words, if we vote on a renewal of that tax package for Vision 2025, should it be a countywide tax, or should each city pass its own city tax for its own prioritized list of improvements?
Okay, so if we vote to replace it, well, I wouldn't vote for it in the first place because I don't like those packages, and I think we should be voting on line items and know what we're getting into, because I think it's very confusing and people vote for things and then you wonder why the stuff that you wanted isn't happening, and it's because it was just all log rolled. But if we did vote to have it and we're going to replace it, I would say definitely keep it in Tulsa so we can get what we want out of it.